What's up? Hey, I got a Kubey here, but it's not in this box. It's right here. Look at this gem. Come on, man. This is a ku66, and it is in questionable condition. We're going to need to get in it, and we're definitely going to need to clean it up. So let's get to it. I mean, what a cool little piece. I am curious to see if I can't make this thing better. Obviously, it's got a trip to the ultrasonic in its future, but I want to take a look at this action first. What's behind this bolster? There it is. Ooh, it's got some rust, man. Look at all the rust here. You know, it's probably sweat from being in pocket, would be my guess. Well, I have to go a little deeper sooner than I thought. The reason is I need to get a look at those bearings. Need to be careful with these old wood scales. They're pretty thick, but I don't want to bust one. All right, let's take this liner off and see what we're looking at here. Might have to get in this other side. Whew. Definitely needs some work, right? Pretty sure that's rusted in there. Not sure that I can get it apart. Let's pull this other scale, and then I'm gonna put it in the bath and see if I can't get it to come apart. Let me oil it up. I mean, all this rust doesn't really bother me too much because I am pretty sure that I can, you know, sand that off and then condition it. Well, that's moving a ton better just by putting some lube on it. I mean, night and day. What to use. Oof. Let me take this other scale off. Okay, well, we're back at the bench. All of this has been, I didn't know I was having a camera glitch, but all of this has been in the ultrasonic. You can see all this hardware. It's one of the things I really love about the ultrasonic. All the hardware comes out looking like brand new. Look at it. It's just wonderful. Yeah, and all that went in. I mean, it was just horribly gunky. The wood is, I mean, I'm going to have to treat it with some oil, but it gets all the dirt and grime out of it. Um, it leaves all the steel basically gunk free. Now, I will say this side's got a bunch. And so what I've found is that I'm scraping it and most of this comes off. And currently what I'm doing is I am sanding it with my belt over here. But first I'm scraping off whatever I can. It's like some kind of gunk, probably old oil or grease is what it appears to be. But then I do think there's a layer of rust underneath it. Yeah. Now I could break out my Dremel and I may, just depends on how well I can get it. Like, this seems to be working pretty good. My little belt here. And I've got rougher grits than this one here too. So I could get a little rougher grit, but it appears to be working. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting it all. Much better. Mucho better, oh man. There's that one. Let's check this one. Get a little bit here. Everything else looks pretty good. What about this side? This side actually looks really good. Yeah, no issues there at all. Got these bolsters. Now I know the bolsters look really funky on the backside coming out of the ultrasonic. Like there's some crud here. I'm afraid this might be rust. That's coming off. I thought about really putting some time in on this, like these bolsters. See how scratched they are? I thought about really digging in and repairing all that, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna clean it up and get the action to work right, and I'm gonna leave all the old looking old. It's an old kind of cleaned up, not really refabbed, but like reconditioned piece. And there's something to be said for that, There's something to be said for old, but doesn't look like new. It looks old. It's got all of its weathering and years on it, but it's functional. It'd be like having an old car and, you leave everything kind of old, but, rebuild the motor. Get this one little bit of something hoo-ha right here. Rust maybe. I'll be right back. Okay, lots of belt time here, but I think we're ready to put it back together. So that's where we're going to head. We are going to take a shot at reassembling and see if I can't figure it out. Pretty sure that this is my pivot side. You know what? I'm going to run that on the belt real quick. Something tells me that that may have done more to improve this action than anything I'm doing here. It's possible. Which way does this go? This goes down on like so. Yeah, so this is correct. Alright, there we go. Alright, now I need pieces and parts. This looks like the stop pin. And then these two little barrel spacers. I guess I can put them on. Are they T6s? Yeah. Well, hold on. Can I or can't I? I can, but I have to put the wood scale on. Oop. There we go. Pieces and parts, man. I should probably oil this on the back and the front before I put it together. Get a little lubrication on it. Don't want it to dry out. And you know, that could easily happen once you get all them oils off of it. So it's important to protect it. Now, is that the best stuff in the world that I could use to protect this wood? I'm pretty sure it's not. Alright, let's give it just a little bit of a wipe. I don't need all that excess oil on it. A little bit's okay. Ooh, look at that. Looks like $1,000,000. I mean, transformed, right? It was old and weathered. I mean, it looked horrible. Rejuvenated. Alright. Pretty sure all these look the same. I'm going to just go with those. Well, hold on. These are the ones that I need in. I need these little spacers. So, more screws. Just keep going. Nice. Nice. Helps if I put the spacer on. Okay. Cool. Coolio. I've got some of that residual oil. I'm wiping it on this liner. Why not? A little light oil film. It's not gonna hurt nothing. All right. So I think this metal washer goes down. Might as well oil that, right? Like, oil it all, man. More the merrier. Alright, a little dab. Not that kind of dab. That's not this channel. Alright. Then, a little brass washer. And stop pin. And a blade. Yeah, I mean, wow, is that better? I mean, this knife might actually run. I'm not saying it's gonna, but it might. Lots of oil in here. I mean, as in bad a shape as it was, it's not. I'm not too worried about over oiling the knife at this point. I'm okay with that. A little excess lubrication. I mean, pretty nice. Let's finish up with these other pieces and parts. A little more lube. Let's I'm gonna rub everything. Just a little bit of the oils on my hand. What am I looking for? There we go. Kind of threw us off. Huh. Well, that way threw us off. That putting that bolster on. I'm not sure why. Oh, the screw's too big. It's hitting the blade. Yeah, sure is. Yep. Come out of there. Gotta be a shorty. Alright, glitchy camera day, but gotta definitely share the end result of this thing. Look at this thing, man. Yeah, I mean, it's running now. It's all cleaned up, oiled. The action is good on it. The blade is solid as a rock. We're going to check the sharpness of this edge now. Look at this thing. I did find some other versions of this. It looks exactly the same, but it's not a Kubey. So I think they just branded their name on one. Not really sure. Yeah, so I don't know if it's rebranded or not, but let's it's pretty cool. It's just a little peanut of a knife. Yeah, just a little tiny dude. It's on washers. Locks up really nice. Yep. I mean, definitely a nice little fifth pocket knife, right? The question now, is it sharp? And if it's not, I get to put a little sharp on it. I mean, I'm going to say no. So let me sharpen it up. Okay, so I run it through a bunch of belts here. And it really kind of took my time on it. I mean, it's kind of a neat little piece and it doesn't have a lot going for it. So I thought, well, maybe we'll make it sharp. So I did lay that edge back a little bit. It's definitely convex, so tough edge. But I run it through some belts. How sharp did we get it? Well, according to that, I didn't get it sharp at all. Yeah, I mean, it's looking way better. I say that, but then it struggles big time. Maybe I got a little burr on it. Let's check it. I mean, it didn't feel like a burr. Feels smooth as glass. But you never know. I mean, it feels incredible if I can get it to cut. There we go. All right, so we're sharp. Yeah. And I think it's like hair popping sharp. There's a big hair right there. Let's get that one. I say that, and of course it won't cut that hair. There, it's gone. Popped it off of there. All right. Well, let's clean up. I don't think price and availability is an issue. I'm not sure. I've never seen one. And like I say, I thought about really tuning that up and, taking care of all the scratches and everything. But I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to let it stand on its own. It's an older, used, but not used up little, I don't know, 3 finger, 2.5 finger piece. Yeah, cool little fifth pocket, or I don't know, maybe in the console of the truck to open up stuff. Who knows? Anyways, Kubey 66, KU66, D2 steel. It's got stainless bolsters, and then coca-cola wood. I don't know. It could be maybe oak. I don't know, maple, but some kind of wood. Anyways, cool little Kubey. Appreciate y'all watching.